Hello, squad. Welcome to another episode of Trading with Red Wet Gorilla. Sitting here with yours truly, your boy Red, and I am going to show you guys another strategy that I've been working on that's going to help to clear up some of the indecisiveness as I've been taking my journey, learning and bettering my skills, uh, trading Forex and the indices. So, what I just want to try to do is give a quick little video and show you guys today's move on NAS100. Um, this is February 14th. Happy Valentine's Day to all my peoples out there, all the lovers spending money for no damn reason. Anyway, I'm a hopeless romantic, but it's all right. So let me get back into this here. I want to show you guys a couple of things, and hopefully this will be a nice little nugget of knowledge that you can stick in your pocket and keep ready for when the market's strike in your favor. So what I'm gonna do is get rid of these drawings from earlier and show you guys, how I was looking at this today. I didn't get to put a post up in the group today because I've had a lot of stuff going on at work, so they've kept me pretty tied up. So this was kind of a spur of the moment. Just I saw something, marked it up real quick and jumped in for some test data. So anyway, um, generally when I do these, of course, I go into replay mode. Um, I'll start it back from the beginning of the crossover between the London going into New York, right? So, um, what I do is we will start moving forward. Again, I normally start looking around that 7 o'clock mark, but today I started looking a lot later, so I'm just going to kind of carry you guys over to about where I was at, if I can spot this again. Um, One of the habits I've started to do or follow is once this London session has ran, I've been marking my low and my high of that session. So I'm gonna go ahead and mark. Oh, let me put my magnet back on. Mark our low, drag it across, and one more again. Mark the high, right? And this just helps me to see where the market has taken out liquidity. Because what I've been doing lately is kind of really just reading um, price action. Um, and that's kind of been a little bit stronger of an influence for me versus strictly sticking to only my ICT stuff, looking for, the fair value gaps and all that good stuff and targeting the low hanging fruit. Um, so once I've marked our highs and lows of the previous session, um, we waited around. You can see as the market started to open up, you started breaking these levels, right? And over here, we haven't gotten quite there yet to 930. But boom, you can see obviously when that big candle drops in, 930 just hit, right? A lot of times I was kind of FOMOing in to jump into that. But I've been slowing myself down a little bit um, in an effort to catch some safer moves, I hope. Um, and I've actually added a couple of indicators here on one of my extra charts instead of my standard, charting screen. It's just naked. And if you guys are interested in these indicators, you've got your liquidity swings from LuxAlgo. That's giving you these automatic levels, right? Well, not that because I drew that. Um, you got your liquidity levels. I believe that's the one that's giving me my what do you call it, order blocks. And we can probably actually test that and I see let me see. What is, okay, this one is the one that's giving us the levels. This one gives you, it's kind of like a little, it's like a order block almost type of deal where it's kind of shading the wick. And you can see that. Hopefully this is big enough for you guys to see in the video. But it gives you a little bit of shading just to see how much range you've got going on between the close of those candles and the distance that the wick went out to. Um, got that one, got that one. The sessions, that's the one I'm running here. That's giving me, there's a bunch of those you can do, but pick the one that works for you. And then price action concepts, right? And that is our order blocks. And the thing I like about these order blocks is it gives you kind of I'm assuming, and I guess I should probably go ahead and read the little article that they put on these, but I'm assuming that it gives you kind of a percentage of the chance of price returning to these order blocks. This one here is a 54% chance. I think this is the volume that was estimated at this level. Um, so on and so on, right? So obviously, the higher the percentage, the more likely price is going to draw to that level. So that's just another piece of added confluence while you're getting your swerve on. So anyway, um, as I said, I was, just at work, taking care of a few things. Price started making some moves here, and I'm going to try to spot the position that I jumped in. Let me see. Okay, it hasn't broken that low, so it was past this. Because we had RAS down here. So it had just broken this low, right? And I think this is right around when I started watching, but I wanted to see it break this short-term high, right? So we can mark off our short-term. Boom. Got our level, right? So I was waiting, price is moving, bop, 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 bop. Breaks the high, right? So I'm like, all right, bet. Gotta change a character, break a structure. Okay. Oh, by the way, I probably went a little too fast, but if you guys noticed, or you can rewind, that price came down into that order block that was down here that I was talking about earlier. I think it was the 54% or whatever. So you can see that it does kind of coincide with what you might want to see to help you know which direction to go with. But anyway, so price broke. This is kind of going into my regular ICT information where it broke structure to the upside, and when it did so, it created this fair value gap, right? So we're gonna mark off the FVG, trying to get it to that wick. Boom, right? So we're at price and run, and as usual, when I'm in the group, they see me saying that I'm waiting for price to come back into the fair value gap. Again, I didn't get to put this into the chat today, but generally that's where I aim for is the 50% of the fair value gap. So we wait for price to come down in there. Boom. So it hits in there, right? So we'll go ahead and this is a high as hell demo uh, amount, but whatever. So we put our buy there, right? And then we put the stop loss just below this low down here. Again, you guys are seeing this giant number just because somewhere I must have hit something in here and increased this trade amount for the demo trading. Um, but nonetheless, you've got your low. So you put your stop down there below the low. We're going to drag our TP to the low hanging fruit, which is the next high up here, right? Boom. So clicking through, break structure. And another thing that I found that was real interesting on this one is that you see how we got the fair value gap in there, right? Price came down for our entry. But what that also did was it created, I'm not even sure if you can like see this, but it created an order block here. So you've got a fair value gap and an order block overlapping. That's good money there. Okay, that's a good sign. So if I was to put this out and you miss my call, if you're in the group, if this is one of the people in the group that you're kind of reviewing this video, and you see me put a call out like this, if you happen to see that we've already entered and you're like, damn, I already missed it, but then you see price return here and there's an order block within this fair value gap, that's a good opportunity for a second entry. So don't feel like you completely missed out, right? Because what does price do? Drops right back into that level, right? And whoa, what the hell was that? Um, so drops into the fair value gap and the order block and takes off to the upside. And you can see that obviously if we was rocking with this kind of bread, everything would be up. But right there, you're showing 17,000 in profit just because of how high this thing is. Um, but we can probably look at this as well. I'll mark it out so you can see how much it moved. But boom, hits TP, and this actually went a little further than my TP before it flattened out for the rest of the day, right? So ultimately, we were looking at, oops, wrong thing. I want a long position coming back into the 50% right there to there. That was 94 pips. Where was our stop? It was like right around in here somewhere. And it's like a 1.5 to 1 ratio. Um, Hella good profit, for the day if you took that. Um, but yeah, so anyway, that's what I was looking for. Um, Again, these indicators have been some real love for me. I do enjoy using this as just some added tools while I'm doing my trading. So, as usual, you guys, please like, comment, and subscribe. I appreciate you guys listening. Hopefully, this video was quick and short, sweet, all that good stuff. And hopefully, I will see you guys on the next one. So, as always, one love. Stay easy. Peace.